What is up, everyone? It is your favorite co-host, Lindsay, which your boy, El Pepe,
No.
a.k.a. Ricky.
No.
What? You got tired of this shit already?
Yeah.
It's only, I only used it like one time, bro.
No.
No more.
That's
Pepe?
not my name.
That's not your name?
Look, man, when we talk about El Pepe, I always think of like a mechanic that always likes to scam you. Like, you feel me? Like,
Okay.
hey, I got
Okay.
this nice Corolla. I gotta take it to El Pepe. But El Pepe's gonna fuck you up.
But El Pepe sounds like the plug, though. What do you mean? El Pepe sounds like the Hispanic plug. Like, hey, did you see El Pepe today? Oh man, hey, yo man, I got like this and that wrong with the. Hey man, just go see El Pepe, bro. He's got you. He's gonna hook you up.
That's what I'm saying. That's like dangerous. I don't want to be known as that shit.
All right, guys. Never mind. He's just Ricky today. Just give him a couple more episodes. He'll be okay with El Pepe. It's fine.
I welcome you back. And again, remember, follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and we made a TikTok, right?
Oh yeah.
We have a TikTok now.
I think it's 20 Rock Pod. Just type in 20 Rock Podcast. It should pop up. It's the only thing on there.
Which is weird because like out of the two of us, you go to TikTok a lot more. Like you're way more in that world that I am.
Yeah.
Like I'll be honest, I'm like the old dinosaur.
I'm not sure what your problem with TikTok.
I don't have a problem. I just don't know how to use it. Here's my problem with TikTok, right? So when I go to TikTok, first thing I see is like teenage girls dancing, and I'll be honest, I'm not trying to watch that shit.
You're not trying to watch.
I'm not trying to watch that shit.
That's
I'm
what everyone is on there to watch. Though.
No, I'm trying to have fun. TikTok reminds me of like Vine. You remember Vine?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I remember Vine.
I love Vine.
Vine was
that shit was legendary.
But there's some of that too. See, TikTok has a lot of everything. I don't know why you have more girls dancing. Are you liking these things?
No, I don't. I just open the app and then the next thing I know is the
just keep
popular hit
scrolling.
song.
Just keep scrolling. You'll find more stuff. There's a lot going on there. There's TikTok education. There's fact or cap. There's a science. There are doctors on there. There are real estate agents on there.
Look, every time I open that shit is always these fucking high school girls dancing, these college girls dancing. They're always fucking butt naked. Well, not butt naked, but you know what I'm saying.
Might as well be.
And I'm just like, yo, fuck this shit. Like, I'm not trying to just watch this bullshit. Yeah, and then I'll go. But when I go on Instagram,
over here.
When I go on Instagram, that's when I get on my phone.
Right.
Because I follow these meme pages and the shit's funny.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
and then TikTok just happens. But anyway,
when you were setting it up, didn't it ask you what category you were kind of like trying to like go into?
They did, but I kind of just skip it. Cause
there you go then.
Oh, so
you should have just done funny or like whatever category you preferred, and then they would have kind of like given you what you asked for.
See, that's why I'm an old dinosaur.
You fucked up. I went in and just selected the porn category, and then that's why I gave those girls the second one.
That's what everyone's on TikTok for.
Anyway, I'm kidding.
But we do have a TikTok, so we're gonna have that in the links down below.
Absolutely.
Twitter as well. We got the Instagram going. We got the YouTube channel where if you are watching the video version of it, you can watch our beautiful faces. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not and you're just enjoying it on Spotify, you hear our beautiful, sexy voices.
I put so it's 20 Rock Productions.
That's fine.
But that S in it, dude. I keep messing that up.
Look, man, it's fine.
Whatever. All right.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, guys. Let's get into today's segment. Today's episode. We're going to do a couple of Reddits, as you know.
We are back with the Reddits.
Before we go in, though, just right before we go in, I just want to make sure, man, how are you these days? How is your mental health? I've been asking that more often lately. I know we talked about this a while back. I just want to make sure to check in with you before we get into this video. How is your mental health, honestly? How are you doing?
On a scale of
1 to 10?
1 to 10, like 1 being like I'm dead.
Yeah, like you're depressed. Like you're
depressed.
Straight in depression mode or whatnot. And then 10 being fucking, I don't know.
Like
excited.
I'm happy. I'm
happy.
happy.
You know what I mean?
Look,
like you couldn't be doing any better.
Okay, let's see. I like to think I live my life on like a 5.
Like a 5.
Like 5 is like a neutral ground. You feel me?
He cheated. That's cheating right there. Because now I can't even say nothing to that. Because I mean, you're not either sad or happy. You're just
that's
neutral.
Not what it is. That's not what it is. It's like 5. I like to live on 5, right? And then depending on
so
what happens,
you like to live.
I like to live on 5. Like depending on what happens, it changes, and then it goes to like an 8, or if some fucked up shit happening, it goes down to a fucking 1.
Okay.
It just plummets, right?
Right. Okay.
But right now, you know what? I'm excited because like summer's coming.
Absolutely.
Right? The weather's getting warm.
Mm.
Now, for all that you guys that are hearing from other states or whatever, like, you know, here it gets cold here in the Northeast. So for us, when it gets warm, yo, we love that shit. It's like the
Speak for
second
yourself.
coming of
I
fucking
freaking
Jesus.
hate it. I hate it.
What?
I absolutely hate summer here. It is painful. It's greasy. It's humid, and it's sticky.
That only happens to black people, bro.
Nah, I think that's I think everyone feels that way, but there's just a tolerance level. Like I can't stand it. But y'all, since you guys, well, not y'all, but like people who've lived here, you know, they hate the cold. So when the summer comes through, it's party time. And for me, I'm just like, I ran from my country because of the heat. Like, what the fuck? I didn't. But like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what I'm here for.
Bro, you weird.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I sleep in comfort. If you're cold, you could put more clothes on. If you're hot, you take your boxers off. What else can you take off? Nothing. It's just skin, bro.
That's
so
what
if
it
you're
is.
still hot at that point, I don't know. Just
Take
burn.
a cold shower. But look, man, I right now I'm on like a 5, but now that it's getting kind of warm,
You're getting excited.
I'm getting excited. It's slowly going
up.
6, then it goes 7, then 8, and then when summer hits, that's when I go to like a 10. You know, that shit makes me happy.
We'll check back in later, see how this guy's doing in the middle of summer.
Oh, I see. Now I gotta go with the question now. What about you though? How are you feeling these days?
I did not expect that. I wasn't ready for that.
Tell the people, man. Tell the people.
All right, so everybody, I'm doing good. All right.
What
on a scale
fuck
from
does
1 to
that
10,
mean, bro?
on a scale of 1 to 10, I guess I'm at a 5. I'm gonna have to go with a 5 as well. You know, I'm gonna have to go with a 5. I was giving you shit for it, but I'll go with a 5 because I think we're kind of alike in that sense. I don't like when things are too jolly. I don't like when things are bad because if you're at a 10, there's a whole lot more numbers you can fall from. Like, you know what I mean? You can like so I guess like the higher you are, the more the fall hurts, right? Because you were happy just a couple of days ago, and all of a sudden now you eating shit. No one likes to eat shit. You know what I mean? So the fact that you were higher and now you eating shit makes you feel that much more like shit. But let's just say, you live your life on a 5, like Ricky over here, who just kind of like goes with the flow, whatever. It's, it comes in, he's like, "Ooh, awesome," you know what I mean? But then like, shit happens. Oh, it's a bad day. But he's always at a 5, so he is not in a position where like he ain't gonna get hurt, that easily.
And that's some deep shit. I didn't even think of it like that.
You know what I mean? Because you're so close to the end, but you're so close to being happy as well. You're in the middle, so. It's a nice medium where like things affect you in a different way than if you're looking to be happy 24/7.
It's like a 5. It's like a passing grade.
It is a passing. grade.
No. It's a failing. grade.
No, it's a no. I mean, in this term,
it's a 50. For 100, it's a 50.
Oh
right?
yeah. It's a.
So it's like a failing grade, right? It's like, okay, I could improve it, but at least I'm not like down. Right, awful.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying. So there's always room for improvement. So I like to live my life at 5.
Yeah.
If I'm at a 7 one day, that's awesome. If I'm at a 2 one day, I'll be like, yo, okay,
Damn.
what is happening?
Right.
I gotta fix this shit.
But imagine you went from a 10 to a 2.
That
feel
then
a lot
something
worse, right?
that's like someone died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. Because you were so good, like, and then all of a sudden you're not. I think that's a lot more dangerous than trying to maintain some sort of medium of happiness. A little bit of both sides.
That's true. That's true. And then that's the thing that you guys should know about us is that we like to ask each other that question a lot about how's your mental health doing, because usually people say, oh, how you doing today? Yeah. I think that's whatever. People can say.
I hate that question now, dude.
Well, it's a neutral question.
It's not even people are not even expecting an answer though.
They always expect that good.
Yeah. Or like how you doing? Oh, how you doing? And no one actually answers the question. You ever had that?
I do that. I'm guilty of that.
How you doing? How you doing? Oh, okay.
It's like fuck it. It's like fuck it. Like But if you ask them like, yo, how's your mental health today? You got them thinking. Now they're thinking about it. They're like, damn.
Oh, you did just think you're a weirdo at this point. Like, what the fuck kind of question are you? How's your mental health?
It's a deep question because no one really asks that to people and to themselves.
Right.
So when you ask that question, they think about it like, damn. How am I feeling?
Yeah, how am I feeling? For real.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
So, ask your friends that question. That is a really good question to start a conversation.
Anyway, so the topic today, right?
The
topic today, we got this straight from Ask Men Advice. All right, and this one right here is by BLX Me. Yo, what the fuck, man?
You don't have to read.
Don't
the
worry about the
usernames.
name tag, honestly. Just worry about the content we're about to deliver. We're about to drop on you. This is actually pretty long, right?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so this one goes, right? As a gay man, I struggle to make friends with a straight man easily. Okay. How can I work on this? And then
Ooh,
it goes
that's-
and then it goes and it says, when I meet a straight male peer, my guard is typically up because I don't know how they're going to react to me. Their guard is typically up because most haven't spent a lot of time around an out gay guy. Man, I went on a hiking trip a few years ago and I learned I actually really enjoy the company of straight men once I was able to relax and be open with them. But I likely wouldn't have made those guy friends if I wasn't stuck on a trip with them for a month and we had no choice but to get to know each other. And pandemic aside, the vast majority of my friends have made in college have been women in gay men. Dude, writing, bro. And one friend I thought was straight, but later came out as bi. Meeting chill straight dudes just seems so rare. Times are changing. I just wish it was easier for us to feel comfortable with each other right off the bat.
Aw.
Okay, all right. So this is this gay man over here, as he identifies, gay man who's struggling to make friends with
Yeah,
straight
he wants to
men.
make straight, have regular straight male friends.
Right.
Pretty much.
Regular straight male friends.
See, that's crazy because
Right.
like, this is what I see, right?
Mm.
This is what I see.
Yeah,
But
tell
when
us what you see.
yeah, this is what I see, right? You know, when I see like gay men, especially, they're always surrounded by women. Know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Always surrounded by women. Very rarely I see. I'm not saying this does not happen, but I'm just saying that I don't see it happen very often. Is gay males surrounded by straight males,
Yep.
right?
Right.
I don't know if I'm the only one.
No,
Like,
I
you
don't.
can probably
I
back
don't
me up
see
on
it.
this.
I don't. No, I mean, I'm backing you up. I don't see that often.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like it's strange. It's not really strange though.
Right.
It's just that I don't know. Females just tend to connect more with the gay male.
Well, if you think
know.
about what they are about, they like men, right? So they like men. So it would be like for me, who likes women, or whatever. I don't hang out with a lot of women because they're more okay. I'm gonna use this analogy, right? Prey versus predator, right? I don't know why this came up, but that's what just came up in my head.
Look, man, I didn't know this
You're
was
not gonna
gonna
back me up?
turn into an Animal Planet.
You're not gonna
channel.
you're not gonna back me up.
What?
You're not gonna back me up.
I'm just saying, bro. You're turning this into Animal
Bro,
Planet. Keep going.
Get my back. Get my
Keep
back.
going.
Bro. Get my back, bro. So prey predator type of scenario, right? You the prey, AKA the straight male.
Oh, so
around
we the prey.
Right, we the prey,
Okay.
and then the gay man is the predator.
Oh, so
Not
he,
only
okay.
is it an uncomfortable scenario because this isn't a woman that we're talking about here. This is a gay man, right?
Right. Okay.
So he mentioned that when he encounters straight men, he feels that they have their guard up.
I guess so. Most people. Do you have your guard up with like gay males?
No, I don't. I don't have a problem with them. I just think that it's kind of scary to put that in my head as men, right? We're very, I'm not gonna say all of us are forceful, but I guess like imagine if you knew gay men, but they were very manly about them wanting you or whatever. That's a scary thought.
But they find you attractive.
Yeah, right. Let's just say, but they didn't just find you attractive; they act on it.
Okay, so they're
Right.
like
So you're getting
making
approached
moves.
by a gay man, right?
Okay.
And this is a dude just like, because in your head he's just like you. He's just another dude.
Right.
But not only is he another dude, but he also likes you.
Okay.
Right. So now you got this dude approach. I think it's a scary thing because I just think that I'm cool with them, but I don't know what I would do in a situation where like they actually use that male trait. Well, yo, what up, shorty? Come on, why you acting up like that for? Come on, you
Whoa.
acting like man sweet for. Yo, come on. Dog.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't say they sounded like that, but like imagine like like that's what when somebody's trying to like try to court a woman, I wouldn't even call it that courting at this point. It's just straight. That's something else.
Whoa.
You know, when you're approaching a woman and you're like, and you know she's trying to tell you that I don't want it, blah blah. I don't want nothing to do with this, and then you keep like kind of like forcing it or whatever.
Yeah.
Now imagine you had a gay man try to do that to you. Wouldn't you feel uncomfortable?
I
mean, you
mean,
only probably feel comfortable because that you know they ain't gonna try nothing.
Well, that's like a different topic because
Right.
like what he's talking about is like friends, right? Like I understand what you're saying, and I have experienced that myself firsthand, where someone that was gay tried to hit on me multiple times. That happens, and
the same dude?
no, different people.
Oh, different people. Okay.
But what his guy's asking is why is it hard for straight, aka us, to have gay males? I feel for me is because when I see like the gay guys around women, I get intimidated by that. Not gonna lie.
Okay. Why do you get intimidated?
Because they're probably cool people, but because they're around the circle of women, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're so overprotective of themselves that as a straight guy coming into that, it's like you're kind of like a pest.
You mean they're protective of the female friends that they have?
No, just of each other. They're
Okay.
protecting of
Okay.
everyone. So then, let's say you're just trying to have a conversation or whatever. This is just me. This is just how I feel. I just feel intimidated because, hey, man, I had gay friends before, and they're the coolest motherfuckers ever. Nothing
Okay.
weird going on. We good. You know what I'm saying? But it is rare that it happens.
I haven't had anyone. Actually, I'm lying. I might have had a couple people say, a couple gay guys say, hey, they find me attractive.
And here's the
I'd
thing,
say
though.
thank you. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I really would. I think I've said thank you. I'm not weirded out by them, in that sense. I guess like.
How about this? What if they don't hit on you at all? They just want to be friends. How would you deal with that? Because that's what the guy is asking, right? He's asking, how do I make friends?
I don't know how to trust somebody who's gay. I haven't had the experience yet, right? Like don't castrate me here. I'm just saying I haven't had the experience yet where like a gay man approaches me just for the sake of wanting to be friends, right?
Yeah.
I immediately think because he's gay. Oh, I lied. I had a gym buddy. He was gay. He was totally cool. But now there was one thing that was up with this dude, right? He would often make some sexual jokes. And because we were friends, I did not know if he was serious or if he was playing around. And because I knew he was gay, I don't think I wanted to even accept that it was a joke. Because he would like, like funny story. He'd be like, come on, stop it. Or he would end up actually touching my ass a few times. Which was I would call sexual harassment at this point, but I'm a big boy. I handled it, maturely.
You handle your own.
But he was acting up, whatever, and he would touch me or whatever. I'm like, bro, but I played it, I played it cool. I was like, come on, bro, stop playing, whatever. But till this day, I couldn't tell you if this guy was not truly into me or if he was just genuinely looking for a friend. Just because I can't tell what their intentions are, and I feel like they wouldn't make it known to begin with. I try to keep my distances with that since that last experience because I don't know. I think that guy actually liked me. Now, some gay people might say, oh, just because we're gay doesn't mean we're attracted to all men. That's fair. That is fair. Just because you're gay doesn't mean you're attracted to all men. You might be gay, but you still have a type. You still have certain people you would or would not approach with the intentions of trying to make things sexual or romantic, I guess, or whatever. But, like, we don't fucking know that. We don't know that. You know what I mean? Like, we the men, the straight male, don't know that. All I know is I'm being approached by gay men. And by definition, you like men.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here? Unless you make it specifically clear that ain't nothing going on or whatever. I think that's why these people have their guards up. You're gay, they're straight.
Right.
You're approaching them, you're talking to them. It probably means something's going on. And I'm thinking what's probably going on with these guys' heads is like, this guy likes it in the butt. This guy likes it in the butt. Right? I'm talking to a dude who likes it in the butt. You know what I mean? What kind of situation is this? You know what I mean? I figured that's what they're thinking. I don't know, but like, you got a straight dude talking to you all of a sudden trying to be friendly, and then like I think like the only thing you got going on in your head is like, this motherfucker likes it in the butt.
I mean, there might be some motherfuckers out there that think that, but to me at least, I feel like if you want to make friends, look, man, the dude from Reddit. It doesn't matter who you like, who you fuck, what's your sexual whatever orientation. It's all about common common ground, right?
Okay. How do you figure that? Well, so
Common grounds is we're friends because we like the same things, to an
Okay.
extent. We don't like the same things, but there's a few things that we enjoy doing.
So you're saying like just finding things in common, just like you would with any
Just
friend,
like
right?
we do with anyone. You feel me? Like this guy said he liked hiking, right? Didn't he say he was trapped a whole month hiking with
right.
with a
And
bunch
he
of
was
dudes?
he felt forced to talk.
He
to
felt
them.
forced to talk to them.
Right.
Here's the thing, though. You shouldn't have that mentality. Everyone's there because everyone likes hiking.
Right.
So you're already finding some common ground from the get-go right there,
Absolutely,
right? I
yeah.
like hiking. You like hiking? Oh, shit. What are the spots that you be hiking?
Right.
Oh, I go to this mountain. I go to this other mountain. I'm like, me too. And then there you go, right? You have like a nice friendship or whatever the fuck, right?
Gotcha.
That's like the common ground that you want to find with straight males. Because we as dudes, we like to engage in activities that we can do together, but that we don't talk a lot.
Right. Right.
Example, right? I like fishing, right?
Oh shit.
I love fishing. That's an outdoorsy type shit.
Right.
Do you like fishing?
I don't have an opinion about it. I've never gone fishing.
So you never gone fishing. So I
Right.
got buddies that go fishing. And let me tell you this, right? Males are fucking weird. Men are weird.
Okay.
When I go fishing with my buddies, right? No one really talks a lot.
So
We're
they're just
having
fishing.
a great time. We are having a blast. But you wouldn't even know because we're so quiet.
Right. Right.
And that's how we are as males, though. We enjoy things that we can do together, but we don't talk. Example number 2, watching a football game.
I feel like there's a lot of talking during those.
Barely. Everyone is so fucking
Focused
on the game of what's happening. No one really talks to each other.
Okay. I don't watch games, so that's
You know what I'm saying?
So that's
Like,
another thing.
right? So you don't watch the games, but I watch basketball a lot, and then sometimes I'm with friends. No one really talks. We make a comment here and there,
Right,
but
right.
otherwise,
No full-blown
no
conversation.
full-blown conversation.
Right.
No one talks about how they feel. No one talks about their day or whatever. That goes to the trash. We don't need to know that.
Okay.
We're watching this game.
Okay.
Same
So
thing with fishing. We are fishing right now.
What's your advice to this dude? Is just like
To this
keeping
dude,
it-
it's just saying that if you want straight males, you can't treat straight males as you treating females.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
if you want to find, again, this might take this with a grain of salt. Everyone that's listening, your situation might be different, but this is how I handle things, right? Like, for a gay dude finding straight males, is that sometimes gay dudes, aka us, we're not really used to talking a lot. This is not true for everyone, but a lot of dudes don't really be saying what happens in their mind. They don't be talking about like a lot. They don't be gossiping. They don't be talking about the tea that happened yesterday. You feel me?
But not every woman do either.
Not every woman does that.
Right.
Exactly. Not every woman does that. But females tend to gravitate towards that tendency of like girl night or whatever the fuck. Ooh, let's go grab some brunch with the girls or whatever. And don't be lying. If you're a girl and you do this, I'm right. Girls be doing that. I seen it. All right.
He's seen it, people.
I seen it. And I
He's seen it.
participated in them. Margaret,
shit.
fucking, mimosas at 12. Come on, bro.
What the fuck is mimosa?
Yo,
bro?
mimosa is orange juice and champagne, bro. That
Oh.
is, bro. Trust me, when you eating brunch and you have one, beautiful. Anyway.
Really? I gotta try that shit. Okay.
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So
Okay,
don't be
okay.
lying. You know what I'm talking about. So if you want to get more like straight male friends, find things that you like in common. If they like video games, play video games with them. If they like art, if they like music, just how you would treat anyone.
Right.
It's not that difficult. Do we have our guard up? Maybe you do. I have a feeling you kind of do a little bit because you don't know their true intentions, right? You don't know if they like you. You don't know if they don't like you. So for you, it might be a little bit different. For me, I tend to just treat everyone friendly. I'm like, hey, I'm going to treat you like a homie, whatever. If things go into more of like, oh, I think he actually likes me, then you can act upon that, right?
Okay.
But otherwise, my guard wouldn't be up unless I see the signs, unless I see that this dude is like kind of like your gym buddy, right? I would be like, hey, man, look, what I would tell that guy that was touching your butt, I'm like, hey man, look, I don't like you touching my butt, man. Like,
Yeah,
I don't,
it was too far gone.
yeah, like I don't mind us working out. I don't mind us spotting each other. Like,
would have been weird at that point.
Hanging out or whatever, but don't be touching my ass.
I
don't
feel-
do that to you, so I don't expect you to do that to me. You know?
I feel like this is what women feel like when men, approach them. I really feel like our friendship was a little bit. We had a
crossed
good
the
friendship.
boundaries?
Right? No, but we had a good friendship. But like for me to say that would have ruined everything. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
So I handled it differently, like
Yeah.
but I didn't specifically say, "Yo, dude, hands off the merchandise." All right, I just kind of like, bro, come on, man, stop playing. And another thing, and I don't know if you guys mind. This is actually a question for the gay guys out there. When I see a dude, right, I know he likes men, but I treat him like a bro. Like I treated that dude. He was at the gym. He likes doing something I like. This is probably why we connected. He was doing some exercise. Went up to him, talked to him, inquired about what the heck he was working on. He told me, helped me do it. And then obviously it was something that we didn't discuss the fact that he was gay. I knew for sure he was. He was totally cool with it. I was cool with whatever was going on or whatever. But I treat him like a bro.
Right.
I even dapped him up, and I realized that he did that thing where like I dapped him up, and he like kind of twisted his hand.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of flimsy. He held his hand like I tried. It was like I was trying to dap up a female because his hand was so whatever. I treat him like. My question is to you: is do you guys mind that we don't treat you like I don't know, more? Because if it's a girl, I know to get that bro dude crap out of the window because this is a
I
girl
do it too, even with females. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're a female, I'm gonna treat you like a homie too.
Okay.
That's me though.
Okay.
I just be like, yo, like you ain't nothing special, mama. Like
Damn.
you're just another one of the another just whatever.
Sheesh.
Another person. Look, man,
That's why you
I don't give no female special treatment.
No special treatment, huh?
I don't give no one special treatment. If you're my
Absolutely.
best friend, then I give you special treatment. If you're family, then I give you special treatment. But if you're just someone out there that it's like whatever, I'm just gonna be myself. I'm gonna dap you up. And
Fair.
if you don't know how to dap me up and you're a girl, I'ma expose you.
Yeah, I do that. I actually did that to one of my
I'ma
friends.
flame your ass. I'll be
dapped
like,
him
yo,
up,
what the
well,
fuck, girl?
Was,
Like,
what was that, bro? I mean, well, you're not hip. Come on. You know what I mean? What the fuck was that? Yeah, I do that too. I do that, for sure.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like for me, it's like I really don't care. I'll be like, yo, like
hey man, I gotta work on that, man, because again, I kind of switch.
You
Switch it out in
switch
my
your
head. I'm like,
mentality
hey,
a
shit,
little bit.
Oh crap, it's a girl. You know what I mean? Like backtrack. Oh, hey, sweetie pie.
oh
Like,
my god.
I'm
you're
kidding.
crazy.
I don't do that. Can you imagine? But like,
You
I
get
don't do
slapped
that.
right there. Like,
Damn.
the
But my
fuck
guy,
you talking about?
just to rewind back to what we were saying, man. Just we cool people. We don't really do a lot. Just to reiterate what Ricky was saying. Just if you find something we like, you
Yeah,
do that
just-
with us. We cool.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I
cool.
mean?
You know,
We absolutely cool. I mean,
a lot of
you
people
ain't gotta
don't.
say nothing.
Nowadays, people don't give a fuck who you like or if you're gay or fucking straight or whatever or
Yeah.
bisexual. People don't care, man. I mean, of course, you're gonna run into people that do give a fuck, but you know what? Fuck those people, bro. If they're not willing to accept you, then you don't want them as friends. That's all I gotta say.
All right, and that's that on that, my guy. Now, second
I'm
one.
gonna read this one.
You're gonna read this one?
Excuse
Go
me.
ahead,
Thank
because
you.
that motherfucker's long as hell.
So it's a long one for you guys. So I got a treat for you. So this comes straight from our dating. So this
Our
is
dating.
the dating Reddit,
That's right.
and it says, "Dating geeky people." This is what it says. Hey everyone. So I've been single for about 4 years now. I tried a lot of apps and I've been noticing that when I write that I'm geeky, I get a lot less matches. I am a guy. I like anime and playing video games, but I'm not obsessed by it. I have a full-time job, car, motorcycle. I love the outdoors and I consider myself a pretty nice and chill dude. But I have an impression that writing that I'm geeky is putting a stick in my wheels. I assume that girls think I have no life or something, lol. I would love to meet a geeky girl, someone that will accept me, that side of me. At the same time, I understand a little bit. I joined an anime Facebook group and the amount of cringe is insane. Ooh, I feel you, bro.
I
I've
feel
been
that.
there.
Absolutely.
So are geeky people a turnoff? I don't like hiding that side of my life, but at the same time, I can't seem to attract girls when I talk about it. I had plenty of dates and hookups, but I'm looking for long term.
This is gonna be a good one.
And I don't like hiding stuff from people, especially something so stupid.
Absolutely.
Also, any tips on where to meet more geeky girls? LOL. All the girls I attract are very materialistic for some reason and only talk about traveling and Instagram, and it turns me off a lot. Thank you very much.
Amen to that. Who the fuck is this dude?
I don't know.
I'm about to follow this guy.
Why are you following?
Cause, dude,
he's asking a question.
I relate, man. This is a home run for me right
then
there.
Let's talk
this
about
hitting
it.
the fields. Okay, this is a good topic for me right here. Now, do you mind if I open this motherfucker up?
You want me to talk about it?
Can I crack this up? Can I crack the egg? Can I open this up?
No.
You want to go ahead and crack it up?
I'm making breakfast.
Fuck you, bro.
All right, let me crack this one for you.
All right.
So, here's the thing, right? I think people have a misconception about... Actually, no. You know what? Fuck that. Here's the thing, right? Being geeky is actually cool.
Now.
Yeah.
It's 2021, bro.
2021, being geeky is cool.
Is the shit, bro.
Liking superheroes is cool. Liking weird shit is cool.
Liking anime is cool.
Anime is booming
bro,
right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, bro. We out now. We out. This is our time to shine.
You know, video games are cool. They're popping. They're not.
Absolutely.
It's not like back in the day where if you like fucking superheroes and comic books and shit, you were a fucking weirdo living in your mom's basement. You know, that shit does not. I mean, I get it. That shit exists sometimes. But look, man, being geeky is kind of trendy though.
It is.
It is
period.
trendy. Now, the problem that we usually run into is that people try to be fake geeky, you feel me, just to be trendy, but they don't really know what the fuck they're talking about.
Now maybe, but not back.
Oh, yeah, there's now. I'm talking
now. Okay, fake
now.
geeky. Okay, yeah, word. And then okay, go ahead, my fault.
For you, right, the question that you asked, where do I meet a lot of geeky people? I would say you just have to, see, now because of Corona, it's kind of difficult. But there's a lot of places you can go. There's a bunch of conventions, a bunch of anime conventions. There's a lot of like events, like geeky events. There's a bunch of like, an example, right? I play a game called Magic the Gathering. Now, if you're geeky, you know what I'm talking about, Magic the Gathering. This is what I like, right? And a lot of places that, you know, have these events they call Friday Night Magic, where people go, they play with other people it's like a tournament setting, and you can find some girls there, you know what I'm saying, and you can get involved with the community. They might have like a Discord or whatever, like you say, you join a Facebook group, so that's a good start, you feel me? Things like that, right? It's not really that hard, because being a geek is so fucking out there now that you can find a group for anything, no matter what you like. If you like a specific anime, you can find a group for that specific anime where people talk about that. Shit, even Reddit is a good-ass fucking website for you to find things like that. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? I'm just saying, that's just my experience. I mean, now let's see. You said that you go on these apps, right? I'm assuming you're talking about Tinder. You talk about probably Bumble. Talking about Hinge. What other apps do we got?
I think you just covered them. Hinge,
I think those
Bumble,
are the three more popular, like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The more popular one. That's what
you gotta realize that you're putting yourself out there, and not everyone's gonna like you.
Right.
You gotta understand that, right?
Right.
For some people, being a geek is a turnoff.
Absolutely.
You know, just like for some people, being like a guy that likes sports a lot, it's also
a turnoff.
A turnoff.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the most generic thing out there. You're a guy. Oh wait, guess what? He likes sports. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And you know, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the thing with online dating. It's whack. All right, it's fucking whack, because, like you say, you talk to females. They be talking about just Instagram. They be talking about things you don't care about, right?
Right.
But you gotta understand that that's fine. They're not your cup of tea. So what you do?
Just keep it pushing, bro.
Just keep it going. That's
keep it pushing. But you know what? He makes a very valid point. It is very tough to find females that are into that stuff. In my opinion, because they're not lingering on Tinder, they're not on Hinge or Bumble or whatever. And if they are, they don't advertise it, and so you never know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now he says something about how he advertises it in the sense where like he put in his bio that he's geeky. I had done something similar. I put otaku which, as you know, is like somebody who's very into animes and stuff like that, and a lot
you
like
have
him.
that?
I have that under my thing. I have otaku.
You're an otaku,
Yeah, yeah. I consider myself as an otaku, but see, here's the thing. He said something that I also relate to very, very much.
What he said?
It's the fact that it's not his life, right? He's not a freaking bum because he likes anime. This is not all he does. This is literally like a pastime. Like he says he has a motorcycle. This guy basically almost to what he described me. Has a motorcycle, doesn't really do it's not really his life. Goes on
See, I don't like that because just because you have a motorcycle, that doesn't mean you ain't a loser. You can be a loser and have a motorcycle,
no,
bro.
but he's trying to show in comparison to people that he probably thinks make it their lives. They're not really very interested in anything else. They're the same kid you're gonna get to run into at the convention center or whatever in full-blown costume, and not only that, but also wears it outdoors in broad daylight and doesn't give a crap, right? Which is totally cool.
That's kind of dope.
Which is totally cool.
'Cause I can't do that shit.
But then again, just to go back to his point, he's like the low key dude who likes anime. Like if you're not talking to him, you're not gonna know that he likes anime.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I like that. I like that because I'm the same way. I don't do advertising for anime or whatever. But if you know me, if you get to know me, it is one of the things that I really enjoy, and that's watching anime. You know what I mean? Maybe I have a genre that I've been beating the fuck out lately because of Naruto. I can't get that genre out of my head, so I keep watching more action fights, or whatever, and I can't get it out of my head, more magic and stuff like that. There are other categories out there, but I'm not gonna make it everything that I am. You're not gonna catch me with a freaking. I have a couple shirts. Of anime shirts, right? You have a couple of them, right? Like
I got plenty. I got plenty.
Right?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I mean?
I like to express myself, you know.
So, but me, I'm not gonna be that guy. You're not gonna catch me wearing that out a lot. You know what I mean? I'll probably wear it at home. You probably see me outside. If I had to go real quick, go get something outside in the corner store or at the supermarket, you might catch me with the shirt. And even if you have to, if you need to try to engage with me in a conversation, it'll be pretty short. You know what I mean? I'll tell you real quick, hey, yeah, I really fuck with it. Actually, my favorite characters are this and that. Who do you like? Cool. But we're not going to have a straight geeky conversation smack in the middle of the corner store, bro. You know, I keep it pushing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hey, dude, you want to talk about it some more? You know what I mean? Like, you can add me on whatever the heck if you really want to talk about it some more. That's the one thing that, I'm really not trying to make a big deal out of when I'm out in public. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I respect it. I love it. Keep what you're doing up. I mean, dude, keep showing the community you love and whatever.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But, yeah, man, it's not something I advertise. But, again, I don't know if it's a turn-off for females who are not into that stuff. But then you put it into your bio. Now, they are actually, in fact, probably thinking that you are a straight nerd, like a geek. Like, this is it. This is all that is there is about you. And because Tinder is such a...
Yeah, we're talking about like let's say Tinder. We're gonna pretend
that
you're on Tinder right now,
if
right?
Tinder is like what you're
on Tinder, right?
It's tough, bro, because now you got this in your bio. It's like, you remember, it's just swipe left, right, left, right, left, right. Now, if you have more to offer, and I have this weird mentality about, or this weird notion about what geeky people are, bro. I see geek. I'm not even gonna read that rest of the freaking word, bro. Left. You know what I mean?
It's left bad or it's left good?
Left bad.
Oh, left is bad. See,
left is bad. See,
I always get confused.
Left.
I just say like or not like. I don't know what the left or
is
right
bad.
shit
Right is yep.
Wait,
left,
right is good. Left is bad.
Left is bad.
Okay,
that's
right.
I
gotta remember that.
I would do like let's just say if okay, I don't like girls who are too into sports, right?
Yeah.
That sounds messed up. Now, I don't mind if you watch sports.
No, explain. Go ahead. You got something.
I don't mind if you watch sports, right?
Right.
But I just like girls don't like guys. Sometimes don't like guys who are like straight up. Oh yeah, sports. Yeah, like you know what I mean. I'm not like about the girl who's like, yeah, sports or whatever. You know what I mean. That you could watch sports. I'm totally cool with that. I might even watch sports with you. But like you said, you put that in your bio. I know I'm not really a big sport guy. Guess what? I'm gonna swipe left. because I'm thinking we're not a great match. But now, if you like sports, but you have so much more to offer, it's just one of the things that you really like and you wanted to put in your bio just because you wanted to not leave it empty. Word. But this is Tinder, bro. You know how you got 5 seconds to make up your mind about somebody when you meet them in first person? They said talk about the 5-second rule. Depending on what you say in the 5 second when they first meet you, you might ruin it. They might have the wrong impression of you.
5-second rule. What's the that? Okay, I only know the 5-second rule when you drop like bacon on the floor.
So
and you gotta pick it up before it gets like the bacteria gets to it.
I hope you don't do that. That they don't matter, bro. The bacteria instantly, boom, they're in there, bro. Oh my God, dude, everything is slow motion for them, bro. They see that shit falling at like time 10 speed.
I don't believe that.
Oh, slow. So they could see it, bro. Bacteria's they're already ready to get in there. Matter of fact, they probably get their gear, their lunchbox, their freaking baggage, everything. They're ready to jump in your donut.
You're breaking my heart.
I'm sorry, my guy, but like, dude, the minute it touches the floor, they're in there.
But 5-second rule just not applies to that. It applies to
I have
conversation.
Heard before, when you run into somebody, you got like about a few seconds, which I heard was 5 seconds.
5 seconds. That's like instant.
5 seconds. So like, I don't know. Maybe it was more, but I swear it was like, I don't know. Maybe it was more, but there were just a few seconds when you meet somebody. First time impression.
Okay.
Right? First time impression only lasts like, it happens in like 5 seconds, right? You say some shit, say the wrong word in the 5 seconds, yeah, you're an idiot. But if you say the right thing in the first 5 seconds, oh, he's interesting.
That's hard.
You know what I mean? Wow. Okay.
It's a lot of pressure.
Great. It's a lot of pressure. But Tinder is like that, you know, in a way. If that's the only thing in your bio, bro, you fucked up, bro.
I mean, you're gonna have some people that are gonna like you when they see your bio and stuff like that. But don't expect. The girl's already
hard to find anyway. Now you just make it even harder to get a match.
Yeah, but don't expect people to like. What I would say is this, right? Have a little bit of mystery to yourself. Would you agree with that statement?
Wow. Damn, I don't know why that sat down with me so good. Okay, so can you elaborate on that?
So,
I agree, but can you elaborate on that?
So one thing is, especially in things like Tinder and shit, people are just there as a distraction. Not gonna lie, no one's there to find love. No one's there to like be serious with each other. People are just there to like fuck around or whatever. There are some people. They're bored. There are some people that are serious, but you can count it with your fucking fingers most likely. But when I say have a little mystery to yourself is that don't just put everything about yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, let people figure that shit out as time goes on.
I agree. And geeky, I would have left that one in the box, bro.
You know, because if you do that, you kind of know who's down to fuck with you for real.
But then like you rob yourself of the chance of getting that person interested in you to begin with.
What do you mean?
Like if you put too much out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't
if you put too much out. Yeah, and then it's like
keep it basic.
You know, keep it basic. Keep it smooth. Like I was actually just having a conversation with my mom like yesterday. She just came back from the States. She's home most of the time, and then she was talking about how like why am I not making friends with the neighbors around? And I was thinking, why the fuck is my mom asking me why I'm not making friends with the neighbors around? And I just remembered, right. When you in Haiti, you know the neighbor. They know you. Yeah. You probably playing with their kids. They know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that happened. It's
the kids in the block are like, all cool with each other. You know
remember,
what I mean?
like you will go out and then you will ask the neighbor to watch your house.
My kid's in the crib. Watch my kid.
Yeah,
bro,
watch
they
my
would
kids.
even go as far to go in there and spank their ass if you ask them to.
Right. That's
real.
the thing that we other countries have.
That's right. So she was asking me. She's like, "Are there any kids that live on this block?" I'm like, "Ma, there are a lot of kids on this block." And then she was like, "Well, why aren't you hanging out with them and everything, or whatever?" And I told him,
"It's not like that over here.
It's not like that, man. It's weird, bro. It's weird. People are bored. They got like people are not. The people are not bored. I mean, I guess maybe they are.
People just keep to themselves.
They keep to themselves. They got so much entertainment that you expire very quick. Like if you put too much out and you don't like kind of like keep stringing them along and you do the mistake of giving them all that information that they're looking for right at the gate, they're gonna. Dude, this technology thing has really made it very hard for people to gotta be interested in someone for too long. Now, if you do what Ricky just said not to do, chances are they don't want to. You've already had everything. You already told them everything, so there's not much really. You expire. Yeah. You expire too quickly. You know what I mean? You gotta keep them coming.
It's like a double-edged sword.
You know what I mean?
Because if you put a lot out there, there's a lot that you can talk about, right?
Right.
But then that's kind of it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, it's like, okay, this guy likes anime, he likes video games.
They
All
think
right, let
that's
me
it. That's
just
all
keep
that's all
talking
about,
about that, and
Yeah.
then there you go. That's all you have to offer.
Right.
But if you keep it mysterious, you know, just keep it simple. Eventually, you can kind of creep it in there that you like all this stuff,
Absolutely, yeah.
and then people will be like, okay, this guy is kind of a geek. Do I want to still talk to him, or
Yeah.
or am I gonna
But
unmatch this
by
motherfucker?
that time, you would have
right?
already charmed them. I feel like with other things.
Again, it might happen, but
You
I'm
know?
saying like that's how you know when people really down to fuck with
That's
you.
right.
If they're like, they see you like, oh, this guy likes anime and he likes
Yeah.
video games, all right, unmatch, then you
Yeah.
can do know that that shit was not meant to be,
Right. Right.
you know, because you're showing them your true self and they ain't liking it. So go fuck yourself.
See, now for this guy is more butthurt about this one because it's something that he really cares about.
Well, yeah,
he
you know,
put
it's
on that
his,
bio?
it's kind. He says it's not his life.
Yeah,
but
it's
bro,
not. But
we
bro,
know, we can tell
yeah,
from your
from
Reddit
your
question
thing,
that you really like that
you
shit.
really love that shit. I would not put that
I
on
don't
there
blame
because
you.
now you're thinking that they're not swiping on you because of what you put down. Now I'd put something like less interesting about you, but still interesting, right? But not the one thing that you really. I know you cannot make do without anime,
Right,
bro.
right.
Don't even lie to me, bro. You could not make do without it. So I would not put it in there because then you'd feel like shit when people swipe
Yeah,
left
exactly.
on you.
It's like I would say is I will make an experiment. Let's
Yeah.
say you redo your whole bio,
Right.
and either you do two things, right? Either you put something about being geeky, just enough, not a whole lot, just enough. Like I don't know, he didn't posted his Tinder bio, or
Right,
whatever the
right.
fuck he's using. Let's assume it's Tinder for argument's sake, right?
Right.
Let's say his bio is like just full of geek shit. I like these video games or whatever. Maybe you should tone it down a little bit. So here's the experiment, right? Go redo your bio and just don't talk about the geek shit, right?
Don't talk about the.
How about you talk about your outdoor shit? You just
Right.
say you like the outdoor. What do you
Right.
do outdoors? Talk
Right.
about that. People like when other people that go outside, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah,
You know,
that's-
hiking, fucking going on fishing trips, adventures, climbing, whatever the fuck you do in the outdoors, kayaking, whatever. Right? Put that.
People like variety, man. Don't sum it
Right.
up in one thing in your bio. It's like the guy I've seen sometimes like girls' bios on Tinder. They talk about the fish thing. Like there's a lot of guys on Tinder that have the fish picture.
Yeah.
And they can't stand that anymore. They're like, dude, like every freaking dude on there is like has a freaking fish they're holding in their hands, like, oh, you know, or whatever. And now, you know, the guy might be a nice dude, but just because he got two pictures, one of them is a fish picture, bro. You're
Damn.
now the fish guy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And if
well-
I'm not into fish, well, you just ruined it for me. You know what I mean?
Well, fuck that lady. Hey,
Yeah.
man, then girls need to stop putting their
See,
bikini
now you
pictures.
just took that one. Now you just took that one to the heart because you actually like
But
fishing.
I don't have a picture of
You
myself.
don't have a
though.
picture,
But I
but
like.
because-
I like.
but that was
doing
kinda
it.
close.
I like doing
See,
it.
that was
I
close
like
to
doing
home.
It. Yeah, right.
That's
right
why
on.
you were like, well, fuck them. You know,
Yeah, like fuck them for not. I mean, you like what you like. If you
That
don't
took
like
a
it, then
turn.
clearly we're not
Oh,
meant to
shit.
be. But right, do the experiment, then go with that new bio, and let's see how many likes you get.
Right.
Let's even see if it's the type of girl that you want, because you're telling me that the girls that you match constantly are these materialistic
Right,
girls, that they only talk about Instagram. Again, not every girl's like that. Don't
Right.
get yourself fooled. You know, most of the people on Tinder are just there to fuck around.
Yeah.
You know, they're not gonna offer you a
They're here to
5
waste your
star.
time, bro.
Yeah,
They're
they're
not-
there to
yeah.
waste your time. They're not gonna offer you a 5 star fucking like talk and communicate.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty
effectively.
boring. It's probably gonna be one-sided for the most part. Then you should hang out with them. It's impossible.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of what the online dating is nowadays. Is kind of shitty. No one takes itself seriously when they go to those websites.
Yeah, bro. I would not let that one
You
get
know.
to you, my guy. You know what I mean? The one for you will swipe on you, man. Just because you put that on there, I think it does mess around with the numbers that you're pulling in. But but then if you're like, dude, I don't care. I want the next person that I get is somebody who actually respects that side of me or whatever. Then fine, dude. Have it up there. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to be a lot of left swipes on you, man, before you get that one person that likes it. And you know what? Chances are you're going to get somebody that is actually way too into it. Just like you were talking about that cringe Facebook page. It's going to be one of like them. And then you're going to like, you know, you're going to feel like crap because you're like, you like it, but you're not that freaking nerdy about it. So then having somebody who's like that fucks with you. So, hey, man.
Yeah, that's true. It's like
Good luck
it's
with
like
that, man.
it's like you just said that you wanted someone that is likes the same geeky thing that you do, right?
Because there's levels to this shit.
Right, like you said, there's levels. So you, the redditor that just wrote the question, you're saying that you're not so deep into it,
Right.
but you want a girl that's into it. You gotta realize that sometimes you're gonna find someone that's too deep in that shit.
Right.
And is that what you want? See, a lot of people want change. They want something different until they get it.
Right.
And they don't want it no more.
Right.
You
You
know?
might think you want it, and then you run into it, and
then you don't really
want
want it.
You know what I'm saying?
You're like, oh shit, this is not what I expected.
Right. So that's why I wouldn't put it in your
You
bio,
know,
because the one who swipes, there's a chance.
It's
that
like
they're
people,
gonna,
they want a baddie from Instagram.
See?
They get the baddie from Instagram and they
they
can't
realize-
handle it.
Yeah.
They
nah.
can't realize
Nah.
that these girls get attention and the motherfucker is jealous. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Same thing with the geeky girl, man. I know you want a geeky girl, but having a good balance is good. You know what I'm saying? Find someone that see, here's the thing, man. I'm gonna keep going with this if you allow
Go
me.
Go ahead.
Because I got some gems I'm gonna drop right now.
Drop the gems, man. Drop
See,
the gems.
You have to find someone that it's not about that they like the same things that you like, but they're able to respect the things that you like.
Oh, amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo,
Like,
damn, that's
I
good.
love video games, and like I said, I love Magic the Gathering, I love card games, I love Pokemon, I love all that shit, right?
See?
But I don't expect my significant other to also like the same things I like.
Interesting.
All I want for her is to just respect it, just to support it.
Right.
She don't gotta participate.
Welcome it. You know, maybe
Welcome it.
Maybe participate.
Maybe
You're
participate.
welcome to participate.
But
But
if
I'm not
you-
gonna
right.
ask you. I'm not. It's
There
not gonna
you
be a
go.
requirement. You know, I expect you maybe at the least to have your own thing, your own entertainment. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna reciprocate that feeling and respect whatever it
exactly.
is you're doing. But I don't need you to either fuck with me 100% or
Right,
you
right.
out. You know what I mean? Ain't no such thing. At least for me.
Yeah, because a
No
lot of
such
people,
thing, no such thing. Sorry.
especially the geeky community, they want, damn, bro, fuck out my ear. See, the
My
geeky
fault.
community has this weird idea because I'm around them a lot because I'm in that community heavy.
Right.
They just want people to they want a girl that's also the same as them. Look, man, that's not how the world works, right?
Sí, señor.
Sometimes you just want to get someone that respects your shit. They don't be
Absolutely.
saying bullshit when you playing video games. They don't be telling you like, yo, you're always on that damn video game. I'm like, yo, calm down, girl.
Right.
Like, I like this shit. This is my hobby.
Right. That's my thing.
And that's it. So I'm gonna leave you with that gem right there. Get yourself someone that respects your hobbies.
Right.
Not really someone that is just the same as you.
Right.
Because that's a lot harder to find.
But again, if you know for sure you're looking for a partner in crime, somebody who can enjoy these things with you and do them with you, then yeah, okay, I would say pursue that. But as to Ricky's point, you might end up finding somebody who's too into it. Sounds like you're not really too into it. You love it. I know you have passion for it because I do. But I'm not. You're not gonna find me on no Facebook group, bro, because I know what goes on in there. It is too cringe for me. I can't do it. This is not the level of anime I'm trying to be involved in. You know what I'm saying? And they might go as far as to ruin it for me, bro. So I keep it simple. YouTube, follow a couple of guys on there that like review animes. Maybe I'll take a look at this comment section and you know, comment back. No, actually, I wouldn't even comment back. That's how much.
Yeah,
That's
but you
how
don't meet
little-
people like that. This guy wants to meet people. You're talking about like community. He wants to meet a geeky girl, right?
That's gonna be tough, man.
It's gonna be tough, but like I said to you, go to events, go to public things where people be playing video games and shit. Just be involved in the community. You're eventually gonna find someone. Look,
Absolutely.
Corona fucked things up, but I know there's
A
a lot
lot.
of anime conventions, a lot of video game conventions, whatever the fuck. People like that stuff. So just be mindful of that.
All
but-
right.
We have one last,
more.
one
One
more,
little more.
one more.
Actually, this was a good one too. This is from dating advice.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna read the username. This says my 2 cents about new relationships.
Spicy.
I've noticed that a lot of people here write about constant arguments they have with their partner, and then they say they have been in a relationship with them for a few months. That's supposed to be your honeymoon phase. You're supposed to be head over heels and have fun. Everyone argues from time to time. That's perfectly normal, and it's unbelievable in all types of relationship. it's unavoidable. My fault. It's unavoidable in all types of relationships. But I'm just saying that it shouldn't happen often when you start seeing someone. If it's like that in the beginning, it's only gonna get worse, and you're probably not right for each other. That's a very, 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 very relatable Reddit right there. Do you want to read it? You want to take a look at it, or you trust me with this one?
No. I trust you with that way. Let me
But you
check.
still
You
want to
you
go
tell
over?
it. You tell the
Cool, cool.
people.
So, the honeymoon phase, guys. That's a very good point right there. I feel like this fast-paced swipe left, swipe right type of life we're living now make it very hard for us to tolerate the ups and downs of a relationship, especially at the beginning of it. Now, I'm more on the side of like I really wish things were raw at the beginning. Like I want the raw file. I don't want the sugar coated passive aggressiveness and I mean I don't mind it, but I kind of wish or hope that we can find some sort of middle ground. I don't like the honeymoon phase because I feel like that's the phase where like you let a lot of shit slide that end up coming in the future to bite your ass. And I am somebody who is always thinking. So then like when I'm seeing something that I think might be a potential problem and I got the honeymoon phase blocking me or preventing me from dealing with it as I would if I were not head over heels for you, we got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I like the honeymoon phase. It's cool or whatever. Everybody, you find it cute with everyone. But again, like you said, I wouldn't even be complaining about that, bro. I mean, 4 months and then you're already, I mean, like I said, like the guy said, if it's constant arguing, then I would probably rethink that one. But, I mean, I don't know for you, Ricky. I remember more of my bad experiences than I do my good ones. Like, if we're arguing, but we have more good times than we have bad times, I tend to think of the bad times more. And when something else happens, it usually adds to what we already talked about.
Right.
But it doesn't go away. You know what I mean? That's how I am.
Yeah, we remember the bad things.
We remember the bad things. I remember the bad
We
things.
always remember the bad things
Right.
more than the good things.
Right.
Like no one's gonna praise you for the good things, but everyone's gonna remind you how bad you fucked up.
Exactly. So
Same
that's
things
how I
with
be.
relationships.
That's
It's
how I
hard
be.
to find the good things because you're always gonna be reminded of the pain when things got rough.
Yeah. How do you handle the honeymoon phase, Ricky? What do you do in there? Because I mean, I know, we're
Honeymoon
friends, so
phase.
I know, your relationships, and
See-
I know that how you behave and whatnot. Also, one last thing: the honeymoon phase also, guys, I feel like sets you up for failure in the long run. This is what I mean by that. When
For
you
real?
start doing too much shit that you're not really doing because this is you, but you're doing them because this is all new. You're trying to get the girl's attention and everything. The minute you stop doing it, then they come on your toes and talk about how you used to be a lot more this and that. You used to be a lot more this and that. Not being mindful of the honeymoon phase, which is a part where like in the relationship where things are sweet and people do things that normally they're not going to be comfortable with doing on a daily basis. Now, this is something to attract you, to get you to pay attention to us or to be with us. This sounds like this sounds bad. Like I'm just, lying to you or whatever. Now, this person has the capability, obviously, to be all of those things, but it's not something that they can maintain all the time.
Right.
So the honeymoon phase, another reason why I don't like it is because I don't know what you actually do for real
Mm-hmm.
or what you are doing just because we're on the honeymoon phase. The minute shit goes boring or whatever, then you start bringing things up you weren't bringing up before.
Right.
Where's
See,
that
I
coming
got a
from?
little different
what I
about
mean?
that. See, my experience with that's a little bit. I think the honeymoon phase is who you are, but times 10.
What the fuck did you just say?
So
Times what?
times 10, aka
Times 10.
it's 10. Number 10. Number
times
10, not
My
10th,
fault.
like times
Okay,
10.
so you
For
very
everyone,
very
alright,
good,
times
very
10.
good.
I'm
So you
saying
said the
it's like-
honeymoon phase is
Right.
you, but times
It's
10.
you. It's your personality, right? Now, again, there's going to be some people there that are be fake-ass bitches, and they might act differently during the honeymoon phase. But most of the time, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, So people
Okay.
are who they really are. It's just that because it's such a amount of feelings and chemicals and shit in your brain and all that good stuff just mixing in there. Now you're like yourself,
Right.
but times 10.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
You start doing things that you would have done.
You would do.
You would do. But now you're going into the
you're doing it a lot more,
extremes, and you're
probably.
doing it a lot more.
Right.
You're putting some thoughtful into it, whatever, And then let's say the honeymoon phase kind of dies down.
Right.
The honeymoon phase is different for everyone. The rule of thumb, at least a year.
What?
That's the rule of thumb.
You think
a honeymoon phase can last a year.
I mean,
even 2 years.
I'm acting like I'm surprised. I mean, I want to know what people have to say about this. Hopefully, we get some comments on this. But like, look, listen, that's so you think the honeymoon phase lasts a year?
Yeah, I would say it would last a year.
I agree. I wouldn't call it honeymoon phase at that point. I would still call it. I would call it like getting to know somebody. I know, like, people think, oh yeah, we've been together for 4 months or 5 months or whatever. It's like, that seems like a long time. But I think. And I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm sorry, I just burped there. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt here and think that they're and think that they have more to them than I see. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the 1 year allows me to get comfortable, to see and understand all the things that I need to know about this girl before shit gets serious. Like, for real. Or before, shit gets serious. You know what I mean? So, I agree, man. I think 1 year is fair.
But it's like what is getting serious? I like to think that you go with the flow when you're in a relationship.
Who, me?
No, just in general.
Oh, okay.
Like getting serious, to me, puts a lot of pressure on you and the person that you're dating.
Okay.
Like when you say
getting serious, what do you mean? Do you mean like being in a relationship for? I want to.
Well, you just said getting serious. What does getting serious mean?
Like getting serious. I mean,
like if I'm with that person, then I'm and we're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, you guys are dating.
Then we're kind of serious.
Yeah,
we're not
kind of serious.
We're not fucking around. And then I treat you like a girlfriend and whatever, and you treat me like a boyfriend. To me, that's like we're serious.
That makes sense. But I guess what I was trying to say is that like after.
Like regardless of honeymoon phase, like we still serious. Yeah, the honeymoon phase still there. See, the thing about honeymoon phase is you have to be aware that you're in it.
Right. But it's a very hard thing to do, to know that you're in something.
You have to be aware. But here's the thing, though. You never know when you fully leave it.
You don't.
You really don't. From all my relationships experiences, we all been in the honeymoon phase, but you never really know when it really ends, because at that point you kind of just have a how do I say this? A pattern of things.
A pattern?
By a pattern I mean like certain agreements that you have with your partner. Example. Maybe, hey baby, this weekend I'm gonna be at your house.
Okay.
And then next weekend she comes to your house.
Right. That's a pattern.
That's a back and forth thing, right?
Right.
That's a pattern that you set.
Yeah.
So now you kind of have that in your memory. That's what you always do every weekend.
Yeah.
Or like, hey girl, let's say you guys cook together. It's my time to cook, and then you do the dishes, right?
Well, I think that a year is important because it lets you, like I said, get to know your partner. That's
right.
What I mean by serious, because at that point I feel like you still have a decision to make. Do you proceed with this, or is this not good for you, right? Because I mean, like you said, you don't know when you get out of the honeymoon phase, so you don't know when or if you're still okay with the things that you were previously okay with, right? Because now you're out of the honeymoon phase. You're noticing a lot more things. You don't know where this is coming from.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think 1 year is
1 year is good. 1 year is good because it lets you determine the red flags.
Absolutely.
If the red flags keep showing up even in the honeymoon phase,
and you still feel uncomfortable with it, or
fuck that.
Yeah.
Just get the fuck out of there, because it's not gonna change anytime soon. If the honeymoon it's over or not.
Now, to that dude's point, he said that it's normal to have ups and downs in a relationship.
It is normal to have ups and downs.
Where would you draw the line between something like, oh, this is just an argument, it's okay, this is normal in a relationship, and then say, oh, no, fuck that, I'm out of here, I don't care how long we've been together, but this is not okay?
Well, ups and downs is different from red flags, because we all have ups and downs. Maybe
How
you
do you
get
determine
into
if it's an up and down or a red flag?
well, an up and down is something that just doesn't really tend to show its face around a lot. It's just a thing that happens. Yeah, it's annoying. It brings maybe a fight or two, but then you solve it, and then there you go. It never happens again. That's like an up and down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A red flag is like a thing
Something
that
somebody
constantly
does, you
keep
fuck
happening.
that.
Example: your significant other keeps lying to you.
Whew, yeah.
That's a red flag right there. Like
Right.
they lied to you, and they just can't stop lying.
Right.
That's a red flag
Okay.
because that a year, 2 years, 3 years, it's still gonna happen.
Absolutely.
That's
it's
like
a
a
red
red
flag.
flag.
It's like almost a character trait, for sure.
This
is not something you're okay with.
Something okay with your significant other. Shit, let's go to extreme. They hit you. They're aggressive to you.
Right. Red flag.
That's a red flag right there because it doesn't matter what you do. They're gonna be aggressive. So that's like a red flag, and in the relationship you gotta be aware of that shit because it shows its face even during the honeymoon phase.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of people like to think honeymoon phase is all fucking flowers and roses. I do agree. But the red flags keep showing up.
They're there
But
too.
sometimes people don't want to acknowledge them. And that's what fucks them up at the end.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
actually just watching a TikTok this morning where
Watch TikTok?
Yeah, I was watching a TikTok this morning.
Damn,
This girl was talking about how she was trying to set clear boundaries. She's on a dating app. She met somebody, and then the guy kind of did not show up on the first date, and then she thought they were gonna hang out on the second date, and he was too hungover to hang out on the second date, and then she called him. She was like, "Hey, you know what? I think this isn't gonna work out because I think the bare minimum I should be getting is you showing up when you say you're gonna show up for a date or whatever." Now, this girl had been talking with this guy for a whole month and a half. Now, I was kind of surprised by that because I think people's attention span are way smaller than that when it comes to talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I try to meet the person as soon as possible, right? I don't like to text you for or call you for a month and a half, bro. You know what I mean? You got your phones, you getting distracted, mad people online. You probably moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Now, so she that was a red flag for her. That was that's the thing that she was not okay with, and she called it out. She
Everyone,
was fuck it, I'm done. You know
see, that's not even a red. In my opinion, she was a little bit too extreme.
You think so?
That's not even a red flag. I mean, the guy just
What about her standards? What about what
her
she
standards?
thinks that,
I mean, yeah, her standards
okay,
are
okay.
what her standards are gonna be her standards, but that's not the standard for everyone. That's for her.
Right, but that's her red flag.
That's her red flag, which I mean I get it, but again, I'm looking at it outside looking in, and for me, I'm like
It's
that's
not
a
a red
little
flag.
bit too much,
Okay.
because
Well.
the guy doesn't really owe you shit.
Yeah, he did. You plan a date with her, get
He
drunk.
planned it,
Yeah,
and he fucked
and
up.
then he fucked up. Got
Did
drunk.
he apologize?
She didn't get into details.
Okay,
1
get into
minute video.
details. So this is a whole weird, misleading his story that she's saying. Whatever. She was just trying to do a TikTok,
Right.
Fuck that bitch. Actually, no, don't. I don't know her.
This guy right here, guys. Can you believe the mouth in this dude?
But look,
Shit.
yeah, everyone's standards is different. I get it. Everyone has a set of what they can, tolerate and what they can't tolerate, and
Right,
that's
right.
fine, But you gotta realize that sometimes maybe your standards are gonna be a little bit too high for most people, or some people at least.
Okay.
Doesn't make you a
So
bad
bailing
person.
on a date that you plan with somebody is totally cool with you.
No, I'm not saying that. That was a dick move of his part. What I'm just saying is that her standards are very, very high, which is okay. It's good.
No, but is not showing up on a date ridiculous, or is it not?
No, if the story, like you're saying, is he got drunk and
Right.
he bailed and
Right.
didn't say anything, yes, that's a dick move, right? Would he do it again? I don't know. This is just me because I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. That's
Okay.
how I am. I never
Okay.
just shut people down right away
Okay.
because I'm a huge believer in giving
Second
people
chances?
a second chance. Everyone deserves, in my book, everyone deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes some people, they just fuck up. You don't know. You don't know what happens. Sometimes shit happens and you can't do nothing about it. So giving people a second chance really tells you if they're gonna
this is
perform
for
better.
real, they're them,
it's-
or was
right.
it really just an accident?
Exactly. If they do it again, then you can tell okay, this person is this way, so fuck them.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I could sleep with that. That's fine. I understand where
You
you're
know,
coming from.
I never jump the gun early. I'm always like, all right, let's wait it out. Let's play the passive game over here. Let's see what happens.
Right.
And then I can sleep with a clean conscience that what I did was the right decision. Because they showed me that they fucked up yet again.
Mm.
You know, and if they fucked up yet again, then now, and that was in their control, then goodbye.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my
cool.
standard
Okay,
right there.
okay,
See,
that's
that's
cool.
my standard. You might not think that. Maybe you might be the opposite, where you're like, you know what? You get one try. You know, and if you fuck up that one, then it's over.
Who knows? Maybe she run into too many guys who did the same thing to her, and it's just a really bad pet peeve. And she got done. She was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna give you the second chance.
Yeah, it's
You're
like you don't
out.
give people
One
second
strike
chances.
out.
Yeah, you don't tolerate that shit.
You know what I mean? Who knows? But
We don't know.
Yeah. But to that extent, bro, the honeymoon phase is an important phase in a relationship that
It's
you
a beautiful
need to be
phase.
mindful. It's a beautiful phase, and I think you should enjoy it. Show the person what you can do, you are capable of under the right circumstances or whatever, what you're about or whatever. But always, man, I would say always be mindful that when you meet somebody that there is gonna be, and you guys like each other, you guys feel it. I'm just gonna say be mindful of what follows next, because there's a lot of turning blind eye on things that like later you ain't gonna be too comfortable with. I know that from a first-hand experience dealing with people that you really rock with, you really fuck with, you really want to be with them, and then you realize, certain things that they were there. You just did not think to bring it up because you're in love or whatever, or you think you are, or whatever.
You have a lot of emotions going on in your head, and you're kind of blind to most of the things that you shouldn't be blind to.
Absolutely.
So enjoy the honeymoon phase. Trust me, everyone goes through that, and it's a fun phase. You do shit, you really like the other person, they like you back, you do all these sort of things. Again, like I said, it's you times 10. But if there's some red flags, you should be aware of that shit. Because it will bite you in the ass once the honeymoon phase is over.
And per Ricky over here, arguments do happen, right? Ups and downs are a thing. And per the guy on Reddit, it's normal. 4 months and you're arguing with people.
Depends
on the argument, honestly. Yeah, it's a really situation based up. But there's a word for that. I can't
situational.
Yeah, it's situational. Right? It's you know what I'm talking about, right?
One case basis kind of
exactly.
thing. Like
right.
The shoe doesn't fit everyone.
Exactly. So it's like, if the argument we're talking about is like something that I don't know. So let's just say some weird base of argument here, and it's not okay. Then sure, whatever. Within 4 months of being with the person, and you guys are having this big of an argument, yeah. Again, depending on what your situation is, I would say that's
right.
That bail the fuck out. But do you think, just last question, do you think it's okay to have arguments within? Well, not if it's okay. Do you think it's common to have arguments with your significant other in that honeymoon phase, which usually is a phase where like everything slips?
Yeah, it's fine. Look, arguments to me is healthy.
Arguments are healthy.
Yeah, arguments are healthy because it allows you to communicate with the other person. Absolutely. It allows you to see. Arguments are great. Not
I
all
hate arguments, man.
See, you hate arguments. I like arguments because arguments make me get to know the other person more.
I get stuck on them. I can't get it out of my head. And then the next time we talk, or I talk to that person about something different, I think about how that relates to the previous.
Yeah,
argument.
no,
and I'm like, well, not only you doing this, but now you do this. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Again, it's something I need to work on. Because I'm not saying I don't give people basis to argue with me because it's something I do wrong, but I get stuck on the arguments. And funny thing, that person that I had argument with said that, that person had a very positive outlook on the argument. We were both in the moment, we were both arguing, but for some reason that person saw it in a positive light. I'm glad we had the conversation. I'm glad we argued, because now we know what not to do or whatnot. And
that's what I'm saying.
That, nah, get out of here. We talk, beef, no, get out. No, we're done. You know what I mean? And that's what I need to change.
Yeah,
I think negative. I think arguments are straight negative, where somebody thinks arguments are positive. Okay, well, I'm glad we settled this. Okay, You know what I mean? Even though you're heated, that you're mad at the person in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
But looking ahead is like, okay, well, I'm glad we discussed this. You know what I mean? It was kind of ugly, but at least we talked about it. We talk about it. Now, this is never going to happen again, hopefully, because we had this exchange. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
like I look, I'm good at mediating, so I think arguments are not really like a big deal. I don't get like too caught up with
Hung
them
up
like
on
you
them?
do.
Right.
Yeah, I don't hold to arguments because I'm just like, oh, argument happens. We're humans. We're gonna disagree on a few things, but I will never go to bed angry at that person, or at least I try to avoid that. That's like one of the worst things you can do. So, like I said, an argument allows me to know the other person more, because here's the thing. It's easier to talk about the things that you like, but not really easy to talk about things that you don't like.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
About the other person. That's like not very talked about. A lot of people don't really like to tell you
People
like,
what they
hey,
don't like,
you're
for sure.
doing this, I don't like this, or
I think
stop
people like
doing
kind of
this.
like let them to come up, and then we address them. Then.
So when it finally gets addressed, you're like, oh shit, that's like an eye opener to you. You're like, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should actually address this, because if I don't, it might keep showing up again, and it might turn ugly.
Exactly. That's one of my biggest fears. Or like, you let something slide and you think it's gonna be a bigger problem.
Yeah, you let it slide. Oh, it's nothing. But is it really nothing?
Right.
Or is it still living
like
rent free inside of your
turn
head?
into something even worse.
Right.
You don't know.
You don't know. So to me, the arguments are fine. I welcome them. Of course, not all of them. They're annoying. Of course, they're annoying. I'm not a weirdo that likes to argue with people.
Right.
They're annoying, but I always take every argument like a way to learn.
Right.
Learn about the other person, to learn about myself, to learn about things about the relationship. Like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What can I do to like improve this relationship or whatever? Again, that's really me. Take it with a grain of salt. Not everyone's like this, guys. Not everyone likes to work on shit. Not everyone likes to talk about their problems. Not everyone likes to talk about arguments. Some people would just rather put all that shit under the rug and just, it will magically go away.
Right.
Knowing damn well it won't go away. You know what I'm talking about.
That's facts, yeah, man.
So again, just try to be a better person when it comes to arguments in a relationship. Just try.
It's a tough thing to be a grown up about.
Yeah,
because it's heat. There's a lot of emotions. Just like the honeymoon makes you feel all fuzzy and everything. Being in an argument with somebody makes you say shit that you wouldn't say if you were more calm. And it's hard to acknowledge that you're in a state of anger.
Right. Exactly.
It's very hard because you're just caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
Right. All that's going on is how I can get the next line fired up right after he says or she says his or hers, so I can counter real quick and make him or her feel stupid, and I want to be right. You know what I mean? It's a moment where, like, again, I'm trying to protect myself. They're trying to protect themselves. I need to have my next line ready in order to counter this. I don't want to go silent because that means they win, right? Or that means they are right and I'm wrong. Or there was no point out of this. You know what I mean? I should have never done what I was doing. I can't even explain myself. You know what I mean?
Don't ever think of our argument as you winning the war.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't ever have that mentality of I'm going to argue with them.
To out argue them or
to win this war that we have, because it's not gonna work out well, because it's not a war. And there's no winning, because if, like you mentioned before, if you keep going back and forth trying to hurt the other person, then you're losing that. You're losing.
It's a losing battle.
It's
in
a
the
losing
long
battle,
run, because then, like, again, nobody likes to be wrong. It's I think the better thing to do here is to find a middle ground than to have a victor. If we have a victor at the end of this, then
no one really won.
No one really won.
You win, but to be honest, what does that matter when the other person
feels like crap?
Feels like shit. Then did you really win? No, you didn't. Right. You just made the person that you love.
But you lost the war, my guy.
Right. You're just making the person that you love feel terrible, and they might not talk to you ever again, or their feelings towards you are different.
Sheesh. Yeah.
So it's a lot of things that go into, like, again, honeymoon phase and arguing and things like that. So being emotionally stable is very difficult. Is a very tough thing to ask for someone that is not really used to expressing their emotions and expressing their feelings and dealing with things that bother them.
Absolutely.
That's a thing that, if you're ever in a relationship with someone that doesn't know how to do that, you have to be really patient with that person.
Exactly.
You have to be patient with yourself, because they're not gonna get it the first time. They might not even get it the second time. It takes them a little bit. The key here is that they don't mean any harm. They want to change, but it's tough. Change starts within. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to push them to do something they're not used to. You just want to be with them along the ride. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like you're not trying to steer the car for them. You're just trying to guide them once in a while, because they know how to do it.
Like, you're dealing with some personal issues there.
I'm just saying.
You know a lot about what you're talking about.
I've been through it.
Shit,
I
a
know
little
how
close
it
to home,
feels.
maybe, man.
Nah, man, I'm just telling the people my experience. And the 20 Rock podcast is all about learning.
All about experience sharing. I'm
sharing.
telling you what I know, what I've been through, so you don't gotta go through it.
Exactly. And we always say, you always gotta take what we say with a
Go
grain
visit
of
your
salt.
lawyer, bro. We don't give legal advices.
Grain of salt, papito.
Grain of salt.
We
Grain of
need
salt,
salt,
bro.
all right?
Yeah.
We don't want it too salty, but just enough salt that you don't take it that seriously.
You know what I'm talking about?
And with that, we just run out of time. Time flies,
Absolutely.
man.
Dude, time flies
Time
when we're
flies,
talking.
bro.
It happens off of this podcast. It happens on the podcast. Used to it by now.
Right?
Used to it by now.
And again, let me just remind you that all of our social medias are going to be down in the description if you are watching the video portion of the segment on YouTube.
Yep.
But if you're not, again, follow us on Instagram at the 20 Rock Podcast. We also have a Twitter that's also 20 Rock Podcast as well. And like LJ here said, we have a TikTok. Again,
20 Rock Productions.
20 Rock
with an
Productions
S,
right
yeah.
there too. And follow us on Spotify. And if you really like the show, I think on Apple Podcasts, if you ever use that, I have never heard anyone use that shit. But if you're one of those that is listening to it right now on Apple Podcasts, go ahead and rate it 5 stars because it helps the show.
Absolutely. Dude, I think Spotify needs to come up with a freaking rating
Spotify
system.
do needs to have a rating.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, just listening is one thing, but can I rate it? Can I comment? You know what I mean?
That would be
That'd
awesome.
Dope.
Spotify, cut the check.
Yeah, come on, cut the check, man. Like, dude, get us. You need us on the board. We need to be on the board. We could innovate. Innovation right now. I mean, like, if it comes out in like the next 2 years, we were the one who started it, guys. I don't care.
We need a cut.
If there's a 5-star rating on freaking Spotify 2 years from now, remember us.
Use
okay?
us. And with that, I'll see you guys later.
Absolutely.
Peace.